This is Table Talk, a show where we talk about topics that you submit out of this bowl around a table. I'm Trisha Hirschberg.
I'm Philip DeFranco.
I am Joe Beretta.
That was amazing.
All right.
We did it.
Yay! All right, at Joe Shine AFC says, opinions on conspiracies. Example, 9/11, Sandy Hook, etc.
Okay.
Hashtag Table Talk.
I thought it was gonna be blank. I think it's healthy, obviously, to question everything. When the reason I get annoyed at things like the Sandy Hook conspiracy is that people would then go out and harass the people that were the guy that supposedly found children and he saved them. He kept them safe. And all of a sudden these conspiracy guys were fucking just you're the worst person in the world. You're a liar. And it's those conspiracies come a lot. I mean, obviously there are times where I think there's a lot of truth in certain conspiracies, but a lot of it comes from the media trying to be so fucking fast that things are misreported, and then people are like, oh, there's a cover-up, instead of, oh, some people just are really fucking stupid and don't need to verify their sources, and it's everything's happening in the heat of the moment. So I think that there's a legitimate reason that there are some conspiracies. Some, not so much. I think have a healthy distrust of what the media tells you, but not everything is a lie.
They're interesting, they're fun, but when I get annoyed is it's there is not an alternative motive for everything.
Right.
Sometimes things just are, but the questioning side of it is the interesting side. Don't take everything at face value either.
Right.
But not everybody's out to get you.
No, I always think it's a combination of all of it. It's probably some pieces from what the conspiracy theorists think are true and some pieces from what you've been told by the media are true, and realistically it's some mishmash of all of that, and it's sad that as the viewing public we will never really know because we're forced to trust the media because that's really all we have.
Think we'll never really know.
Or we think we'll never really know. I mean, unless you can break into governmental secret files, unless you have that ability, I don't know that it can ever be proven, so you just kind of have to use your best judgment and compile the data and see what you can come up with. But yeah, I don't necessarily agree with the people that get so fanatical with what their personal beliefs are. I feel like that's very egotistical to say everyone else is really stupid, but I figured it out because I'm smarter.
But that's the other side of it all. I see how they're really easy to get caught up in too. It's I'm not a 9/11 denier, but if I sit down and watch a documentary on one on Netflix or something, I'll watch 7 in a row.
Right, so that's
I'll be okay, now I'm in. I get this. I see what's happening.
That's the thing. If Lindsay, my girlfriend, watches one video or she listens to NPR for 2 hours, she'll automatically have this opinion. So final note on this one, if you have an opinion, you saw something that made you think something, literally Google the opposite of it and see what the other people's arguments, because it's so easy online to have an opinion and then search up opinions that just agree with that thing. So that's where I would leave it. I don't know. Man, why can't we just talk about anal sex? Let's see. Tanner Bruckman says, where will humanity be scientifically and religiously in the next 1,000 years? Also cookies. People love asking us about the future.
Can we just concentrate on the cookie part of this comment?
Yeah, I just heard cookies.
Where are we going to be in 1,000 years?
Scientifically and religiously in the next 1,000 years. That's not a big question.
So the big drastic change in religion, Christianity, people being atheists, that we've seen recently.
Yes.
Do you think in the next 1,000 years religion is on its way down, or do you think that it has a steady increase? That's what I'm going to take out of the next 1,000 years for religion.
Oh, that's a good question. I think that it's a very modernist mindset to think, well, if it can't be proven, then it's obviously false, and the whole atheistic culture of, I'm a more modern thinker, so obviously I know there's no God. But I think over time, there have been incredibly smart individuals. Let's take a look at Socrates and Plato, all of whom did think that there was still something else. So I think that you're going to have people finding things on all fronts. And I think out of the kind of 5 major religions and world belief sets, they're just going to keep advancing and keep going in their own way. So I think that people that are atheistic believers will become stronger in that and find more arguments to support their belief system. I also think people that are some type of deist will find stuff to complement and rebuild theirs.
In the next 1,000 years, are we getting a rapture, or is Jesus coming back?
I don't know. I can't answer
we're speaking of one religion.
Trisha,
I do not know.
We look to you for the answers. You're our Jesus.
You are.
Oh, that is a very frightening thing to say. Dun, dun, dun.
It's one impossible question to answer, and I'm not going to act like we're experts on any of it, but it's like it's going to be a constant ebb and flow, just like it always is. And certain sects are going to become bigger, and then they're going to get smaller. Like very small one that is kind of on its way out. Scientology was gaining a lot of speed, kind of falling apart now. Mormonism is growing constantly. Like it's. Sure, atheists in that side of the coin will grow as well, but the thing about human nature is that even though atheism is on the rise
in America,
it's still a belief, whatever. So humans always, it's human nature to believe in something and to look to something bigger than yourself, and that's never going to go away. There's no, like, religion is always going to be a major part of every institution around the globe. So I think the question, like, where is the ebb and flow of religion going to be in 1,000 years? Probably exactly the same. One will have a little bit more power and influence. An older one will be dying out, and there's going to be new ones.
I like to imagine that we have a 1,000-year war over different scientific beliefs instead of religious ones.
Well,
that's the future I want.
We have wars over scientific beliefs as well, and a lot of times those are religious. Poor Galileo. But then,
Galileo.
So sad. But then eventually they were like, oh no, wait, he was right. So, I mean, scientific advances heavily play into religious advances and vice versa. So I think it's all really the same battle, just depending how you're looking at it. Like which
Maybe
classes
it's not
you're
a
looking
battle.
for.
I mean, we've gotten this far scientifically with religion around. Like, that's the other side of this conversation that I don't think gets pointed out. It's not like we haven't advanced in all these areas because religion has been around. We've still made these huge strides.
I think it could be argued that there are certain people associated with those things that have held back scientific progress.
Yeah.
100%.
Well, I think that a lot of
it's not so black and white science.
Yeah,
versus
a lot of people pit science versus religion against each other. Like, people will say, oh, the Big Bang Theory versus creationism.
Right.
They can work together, and there are tons of philosophers and scientists who have figured out ways that both of these things can be around at the same time. I think people just choose to focus on the ways that they are against each other.
The only thing that bothers me, obviously, anytime religion will infringe on someone, that's the only time it really bothers me. And also, there was this other YouTuber that tweeted me that they were like, I'm so conflicted about you because I like your videos and I find you so smart, except for the fact that you don't believe in God. And I was like, are you serious? You just called me stupid because I don't
Because you didn't agree with that person. Yeah. Well,
that's the only thing.
It wasn't but God, it was my
I have
God.
no problem with anyone until they hurt someone else.
no problem with
What
anyone.
is it? Is it another fucking serious one? No. Who is pulling these?
No, I don't even know where to go with this. Harriet Daisy at Harriet Daisy 23 asks, doesn't even ask, just says, interested to hear your general thoughts on Britain/British.
Love you guys. You're awesome at queuing. Also, I feel terrible anytime any tuber or anyone decides to do something at Hyde Park, you motherfuckers riot. You motherfuckers riot. I went there, you rioted. Toby went there, you rioted. There were other, like, tubers.
You gotta have Charlie to show up and calm everybody.
Charlie? I think if Charlie went there, like, there would just be death and destruction, which is always so interesting because it's coming from a place of happiness. People are so excited to be a part of something, but all that
violence.
It's a positive riot.
Yeah, all that being said, as long as you're over there and you're beautiful and nice and not saying typical American blah blah blah, I love you.
Thank you for letting us steal all your television shows.
No,
that's good.
Oh, that's right.
Really
We're like, that's really good. Let's just destroy everything it was.
I feel like now we're taking the ones that are over there and just watching them now, as opposed to remaking our own.
Sometimes it's terrible though, like when they tried to remake Skins, and you're just like, this is the worst fucking thing that has ever happened. And this is the channel that released
horrible.
Jersey Shore.
I also
that's
appreciate
how fucking
that
bad it is.
I can say a sentence, and if you guys repeat it, it sounds 1,000 times
Oh,
classier.
totally.
It sounds way better. I've only I only really have one friend that's British because I never traveled outside of the country. But he was here for a weekend, and after that weekend, I still refer to him as my British husband. So I like British people.
Yeah, what I will say, I like the British and the Irish equally.
What
Canadians.
European culture do you not like?
I don't know if I would say I dislike any.
Like that's the thing with the question.
The European culture? No, I don't know. Anything else on
Nope.
Nope. New one.
Last one. But don't say speed round, because you motherfuckers always say speed round.
And then it's
talk
weird.
for 8 minutes.
Okay. Okay. At CCWG Guy, how are there bearded ladies in the circus? Are the beards real? Do they take testosterone to grow their?
Stupid question is stupid.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just dismissive. I was a dismissive dick. Whatever.
The president and others keep information from the public. Aliens, we already did that today.
Conspiracies.
Conspiracies. At Melissa Potato, nice name,
This
says,
is a speed question.
if you had a dead body and weren't able to get any acid, how would you dispose of it?
I've talked about this a lot. I
You
really
have.
feel like I could get rid of a dead body, and
Why do you talk about
a lot of fire would be involved, and a lot of spreading of ashes. Mm-hmm. And then some bleach. A lot of bleach.
Bleach everywhere.
Yep, a lot of bleach.
Also, there was a conversation of who would you call to help, and I was like, you don't call anyone
No,
to help.
because you gotta
dispose.
kill that person too.
That's the deal.
And then you gotta get rid of two bodies.
This is
Yeah.
horrible.
Yeah,
This
like-
is why I can't watch Breaking Bad, because of this subject matter.
How would you get rid of a body, Trisha?
I don't know.
You gotta try. You gotta get into your
I
brain.
would call
get
the
into your
police
folds.
and say, come get it.
No, because then you're
It wasn't me.
arrested. You gotta put
I
yourself
am
in this
cute and
hypothetical.
innocent, and they would believe that I was
Here's the
innocent.
deal. You're an adorable white girl. You get one of your ex-boyfriends to come over, help you out. You're lost, you're confused, you bring him over. He's touching everything. You call the police. You're like, I don't know. I'm here. I'm really scared. Police show up. You run out of the house screaming. You're good.
I'm good.
TV. Well, except what's her face that didn't kill her daughter. The media loves white women.
Well, and I'm 5'0", so like in a battle of here's a 6' guy and here's 5' me. Who do you think was the
But
aggressor in
hypothetical
that
ending
situation?
number 2, you call the boyfriend over, you watch how he gets rid of the body, you take notes, then you kill him because he has the information. You get rid of
That's
his
true.
body in a similar manner. You are set for the rest of your life because now you can get rid of bodies.
Yeah, I'm not going to answer this question because I don't want anyone knowing.
Fire and bleach.
You have that good of a plan that you can't let your secrets out to anyone
Well, no,
else?
because then they'll be like, well, obviously
Well,
you
obviously
did
it was
this and this.
Well, I want to say I would do like what Dexter did and just find a dump spot, but then he gets caught. I don't know.
Main point, if you have to kill someone, you do it yourself. This is what we're teaching people. You do it yourself. You get lots of bleach.
Lots of bleach and fire.
Yeah, and you call Joe Beretta to do it, and then you murder him.
Yep. Yay! How would you get rid of a body? Let us know in the comments down below.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you haven't already, click this annotation, or you can go to SourceFed.com for our other stuff. What else are we doing today?
I don't know, there are a bunch of videos.
We got a bunch of videos. We're talking about the potential of life once being able to live on Mars. We're talking about cloning breakthroughs. We're talking about using truth
I
serum
don't know where the
in the
annotations
Aurora
are.
case. It's a bunch of craziness. Check out the SourceFed videos for all of them. Boom, 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 boom.
Boom. My name is Philip DeFranco.
I'm Trisha Hirschberger.
Joe Beretta. Boom. Bye-bye.
Oh!
That's going to look so cool.
I hope so.